Today we discussed about the plus 2 biology lesson chapter 13 biodiversity and conservation. We briefly discussed about this lesson. In our planet, more than 20,000 species of ants. Ants are the members of phylum Arthropods. 3 lakh species of beetles that also included in phylum Arthropods, 28,000 species of fishes and nearly 20,000 species of orchids are existed. What is biodiversity? What is the term biodiversity? Biodiversity can be defined as the flora and fauna. The flora means plants and fauna means animals. Biodiversity can be defined as the flora and fauna, that is the variety of plants and animals and microbes, microorganisms of a particular region. Next, levels of biological organization. Levels of biological organization. First, genetic diversity. First term, genetic diversity. That means a single species might show high diversity at the genetic order over its distributional range. A single species might show high diversity at the genetic over its distributional range means genetic diversity. Examples: Rolfia vomitoria growing in Himalayan ranges shows diversity. There are different types of Rolfia plants. That means the subspecies of Rolfia growing in Himalayan range shows diversity. They shows different in terms of potency and concentration of active chemical, that means the reserpine, the chemical reserpine extracted from Rolfia species. So Rolfia vomitoria growing in Himalayan range shows diversity. They shows difference in terms of potency and concentration of active chemical, that is reserpine. That means there are lots of such species in the plant Rolfia vomitoria. Second example, India has more than 50,000 different strains of rice varieties. There are subspecies of rices and 1,000 varieties of mangoes. Third examples for genetic diversity, that is the species diversity. That means the diversity of species level. Example, amphibian species of Western Ghats have diversity compared to the amphibians of Eastern Ghats. Second, the species diversity. What is species diversity? The diversity at a species level. Example, the amphibian species of Western Ghats have diversity compared to the amphibians of Eastern Ghats. Third, ecological diversity. Ecological diversity denotes that the comparisons of different types of ecosystems of a country. It denotes that the comparisons of different types of ecosystems of a country. Example, the ecosystem like deserts, rainforests, mangroves, coral reefs, wetlands, estuaries and alpine meadows differ from Scandinavian country like Norway. What is estuaries? Estuaries are the particular area where rivers and oceans are joined. Now we discussed the levels of biological organization. First, genetic diversity. Second, species diversity. Third, ecological diversity. Once more, the genetic diversity means a single species might show high diversity at genetic over its distributional range. There are two examples. The Wolffia vomitoria growing in Himalayan ranges show diversity. Second, India has more than 50,000 different strains of rice and 1,000 varieties of mangoes. Second, species diversity. It means the diversity is of species level. Example, the amphibian species of Western Ghats have diversity compared to the amphibians of Eastern Ghats. Third, ecological diversity. It denotes that the comparison of different types of ecosystems of a country. Example, the ecosystem like desert, rainforests, mangroves, coral reefs, wetlands, estuaries and alpine meadows different from Scandinavian country like Norway. Estuaries are the meeting places of rivers and oceans or seas. Next topic, importance of biodiversity. Importance of biodiversity. Biodiversity maintains ecosystems. We already learned about the ecosystem. There are different types of ecosystems. We already learned. The importance of biodiversity means maintains ecosystems, control climate and gaseous composition of atmosphere. That means carbon cycle, oxygen cycle, etc. Biodiversity helps for pollination by insects and birds. Soil formation, that is the sedimentation of rock. Water conservation, geochemical cycles, that means biogeochemical cycles. We already learnt about that. Next term, the uses of biodiversity. Food and drugs. Food, all kind of food derived from plants and animals. Next, drugs. Around 25% of drugs obtained from plants. Example, Cinchona officinalis used for malaria. Cinchona officinalis used for malaria. All antibiotics are derived from microbes, from bacteria and fungi mainly. All antibiotics are derived from microbes. Next, the species. How many species are there on Earth? Next topic. How many species are there on Earth? According to IUCN. The full form of IUCN, International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources. International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources. At 2004, the total number of plants and animals slightly more than 1.5 million. The data derived at basis of 2004. According to this data that taken at 2004, the total number of plants and animals slightly more than 1.5 million. Robert May placed the global species diversity at about 7 million. According to scientist Robert May, denoted that the global species diversity about 7 million. Based on the currently available species inventories, there are more than 70% of all species recorded are animals. Animals are more than plants. More than 70% of all species recorded are animals. Plants that include algae, fungi, bryophytes, gymnosperms and angiosperms comprises no more than 22% of the total. The plants means multicellular plantae. They are eukaryotes. Plants include eukaryotic multicellular varieties. That means plants. Plants include algae, fungi, bryophytes, gymnosperms and angiosperms comprises no more than 22% of the total species. Among animals, insects are the most species-rich taxonomic groups. Insects are the most species-rich taxonomic groups. Phylum Arthropods members. More than 70% of total species. That means out of 10 animals, 7 are insects. The number of fungi species in the world more than the combined total of the species of fishes, amphibians, reptiles and mammals. If we take the number of fungi species in the world is more than the combined total of the species of fishes, amphibians, reptiles and mammals. What about prokaryotic species? What are prokaryotes? Prokaryotes are the unicellular, unnucleated organisms. Prokaryotes are the unicellular, unnucleated organisms. Conventional taxonomic methods are not suitable for identifying microbial species. That means the prokaryotic species. Many of them are not cultured under laboratory condition. According to biochemical or molecular criteria for grouping means delineation, their diversity alone might run into millions. The conclusion that the number of prokaryotic species up to millions. India only has 2.4% of world land area, but held 8.1% of global species diversity. India only have 2.4% of land area, but India hold 8.1% of global species diversity. India is one of the 12 mega diversity. India is one of the 12 mega diversity countries in the world. India only has 2.4% of world's land area but held 8.1% of global species diversity. India is one of the 12 mega diversity countries of the world. Nearly 45,000 plant species and twice the number many of animals have been recorded from India. Nearly 45,000 plants and twice the number of plants species of animals have been recorded in India. That means more than 90,000 animals that's seen in India. According to May's global estimation, only 22% of total species have been recorded so far. According to May's global estimation, only 22% of total species have been recorded so far. According to this proportion, India's diversity figures, we estimated more than 1 lakh plant species and more than 3 lakh animal species yet to be discovered and described. Next heading, patterns of biodiversity. Patterns of biodiversity. First, latitudinal gradient. Latitudinal gradients. Species diversity decreases as we move away from the equator towards poles. Species diversity decreases, move away from the equator towards poles. Tropics, that means latitudinal range of 23.5 degree north to 23.5 degree south harbors more species than temperate or polar areas. The species diversity decreases as we move away from the equator towards the poles that harbors more species than the temperate or polar areas. Colombia, located near the equator, has nearly 1,400 species of birds. There are so many estimations. Next, New York at 41 degree north has 105 species. Greenland at 71 degree north only 56 species. India with large land area is tropical latitudes has more than 1,200 species of birds. The Amazonian tropical rainforests of South America has largest biodiversity. Amazonian tropical rainforest in South America has largest biodiversity on earth. That means more than 40,000 species of plants, 3,000 species of fishes, 1,300 of birds, 427 of mammals and again 427 of amphibians, 378 of reptiles, more than 1,25,000 invertebrates. That's seen in Amazon tropical rainforest. Scientists estimated that these rainforests might be at least 2 million insect species. The Amazon rainforest contains more than 40,000 species of plants, 300 of fishes, 1,300 of birds, 427 of animals, 427 of amphibians, 378 of reptiles, more than 1,25,000 invertebrates, and at least 2 million insect species to be discovered and named. Next, the hypothesis about the biological diversity. Speciation, that means species formation. Speciation is generally a function of time. The formation of new species, that is speciation, is generally a function of time. Unlike temperate regions subjected to frequent glaciation in the past. Tropical latitudes remained undisturbed for millions of years and thus had a long evolutionary time for species diversification. Tropical environment, unlike temperate ones, are less seasonal, relatively more constant and predictable. The feature of tropical environment, that means the tropical environment, unlike temperate ones, are less seasonal, relatively more constant and predictable. Such constant environment promote Nike speciation and lead to greater species diversity. What is Nike? Nike means the sum of all the activities and relationships of a species by which it uses the resources in its habitat for its survival and reproduction. The definition of Nike means the sum of all the activities and the relationships of a species by which it uses the resources in its habitat. Habitat means the place of animals and plants situated. Habitat for its survival and reproduction. There is more solar energy available in tropics, which contribute to higher productivity. Second, species area relationships. Species area relationship. Here showing the species area relationship. Note that on log scale the relationship become linear. We discussed about the species area relationship. According to German naturalist and geographer Alexander von Humboldt, the species richness increased with the increasing explored area. According to Alexander von Humboldt, species richness increased with increasing explored area. The species richness increased with increasing explored area. The relationship between species richness and area for a wide variety of taxa turns out to be a rectangular hyperbola. It can be expressed with the help of equation. Here we can see a hyperbola. The equation log s equal to log c plus z log a. Log s equal to log c plus z log a, where s is species richness. S species richness, a area, z slope of the line, c y intercept. Ecologists have discovered that the value of Z lines in the range of 0.1 to 0.2 regardless of the taxonomic group or the region. Next topic, importance of species diversity. Importance of species diversity to the ecosystem. First term, stable community. A community which not show too much variation. A community which should not show too much variation in productivity from year to year is called a stable community. The definition of stable community: the community which should not show too much variation, that means too much differences in productivity from year to year is called a stable community. According to David Tillman, a famous ecologist conducting long-term experiment using a dot plots, explained that increased diversity contributed to higher productivity. According to David, explained that increased diversity contributed to higher productivity. Increased diversity contributed to higher productivity. Rich diversity and higher productivity are not only essential for a healthy ecosystem. Rich diversity and higher productivity are not only essential for a healthy ecosystem but also imperative for the survival of the human race. Next topic, Rivett-Popper hypothesis. This hypothesis gives a proper answer for the question, that is, it is really matter to us if a few species become extinct. Would Western Ghats ecosystem be less functional if one of its tree frog species is lost forever? The Rivett-Popper hypothesis, he compared ecosystem with an aeroplane. The Stanford ecologist proposed Rivett-Popper hypothesis. He compared ecosystem with an aeroplane. Rivett asked once more, Stanford ecologist proposed Rivett hypothesis. He compared ecosystem as an aeroplane and rivets as species. In an aeroplane, that means ecosystem, all parts are joined together using thousands of rivets. That means species. If every passenger traveling in it start copying a rivet to take home, initially it may not affect the functioning of the ecosystem. Gradually the ecosystem become weak over a period of time and finally it will cause the loss of few rivets. Next, loss of biodiversity. Biodiversity of our planet declined due to human activities. That means anthropogenic activities. Human activities means anthropogenic activities. More than 2,000 species of birds in tropical Pacific island is due to colonization of humans are lost. The IUCN, the World Conservation Union, formerly International Union for the Conservation and Natural Resources, we already discussed about that, has unlisted endangered, that means threatened species and animals in the Red Data Book. That means red list. According to IUCN, enlisted endangered plants and animals in the Red Data Book. That also known as red list. Documents the extinction, that means the perishing of 784 species, including 338 invertebrates and 359 invertebrates and 87 plants have in the last 500 years become extinct. Within 500 years, more than 784 species are extincted. That means perished. Dodo from Mauritius and quagga from Africa, thylacine from Australia, the Steller's sea cow from Russia, and 3 subspecies of tiger such as Bali, Javan and Caspian are some examples of recent extinction. The dodo birds from Mauritius and quagga from Africa and thylacine from Australia, Steller's sea cow from Russia. And 3 subspecies of tigers such as Bali, Javan and Caspian tigers. Bali tigers, the subspecies of tiger, Javan tiger and Caspian are some examples of recently extincted species. There are 27 species that have disappeared in the last 20 years alone. The 27 species have disappeared in the last 20 years alone. Some group of amphibians are more vulnerable for extinction. Amphibians are more vulnerable to extinction. Nearly about 15,500 species are facing the threat of extinction. Presently, 12% of bird species, 23% of mammal species, 32% of amphibian species and 31% of gymnosperm species are facing the threat of extinction. They are facing the threat of extinction. The current extinction rate about 100 to 1000 times faster than the human activities compared to the time of humans appear on earth. That is one of the important point. The current extinction rate about 100 to 1000 times faster than human activities. That means anthropogenic activities compared with the time of humans appear on earth. If the present extinction rate continues, no doubt nearly half of all species might be wiped out within the next 100 years. Next topic. Causes of biodiversity losses. Causes of biodiversity losses. There are mainly 4 reasons known as evil quadrant. The 4 reasons known as evil quadrant in the subsequent uses to the described it. What are the evil quadrant? Evil quadrant. That means the main 4 reasons of biodiversity loss. First, habitat loss and fragmentation. Habitat is the place where the plants and animals are living. Habitat loss and fragmentation. That means the destruction or split into small groups. This is the primary reason. The habitat loss and fragmentation is the primary reason of biodiversity loss. It is due to cutting down trees, plowing grasslands, filling wetlands or burning forest. Importance of biodiversity loss come from tropical rainforest. Once the forest covered 14% of the earthland, now it is only 6%. Once the forest covered 14% of earth, now it is only 6%. That means a fast reduction of forest area. The Amazon rainforest, that is also known as the lungs of the planet. The Amazon rainforest known as the lungs of the planet. Amazon rainforest known as the lung of the planet, harboring millions of species, is being cut for cultivating soya beans or for conservation to grasslands for raising beef cattle. The fragmentation of forest means broken up into small fragments due to human activities. Also lead to disappearance of many species. Second cause, over exploitation. Second cause of biodiversity loss is over exploitation. Biodiversity satisfies all human needs. Biodiversity satisfies all human needs. When the need turns to greed, it leads to overexploitation of nature and natural resources. The extinction of stellars, sea cows and passenger pigeon were due to overexploitation by humans. Third cause of biodiversity loss is alien species invasions. Alien species invasions. New species entering in a geographical region known as exotic or alien species. What is alien species? The new species entering a geographical region is known as exotic or alien species. Introduction of alien species into a new habitat adversely affect the indigenous, that is native species. The introduction of alien species into new habitat adversely affect the indigenous, that means the native species. Example, the Nile perch introduced into Lake Victoria in East Africa led to the extinction of 200 species of cichlid fishes in the lake. Carrot grass, that is the Parthenium, highly dangerous poisonous plant. Carrot grass, Parthenium, Lantana, Camera and water hyacinth, Eichhornia are also alien invasive species destroying the environment. The Parthenium, Lantana, Eichhornia, etc. are also alien species that destroy the environment. Introduction of African catfish, Clarias, for aquaculture purpose, threat into the indigenous catfishes. Introduction of American cockroach, Periplaneta americana into India with the food ship has replaced native cockroach Plata orientalis. The fourth cause of biodiversity loss, that is co-extinction. Co-extinction. When species become extinct, the animal or plant associated with it also become extinct. When a species become extinct, the animal or plant associated with it also become extinct. Example, the extinction of a host fish lead to the extinction of parasitic association with it. Over exploitation, deforestation, noise pollution due to urbanization, natural calamities like flood, drought, fire, epidemics, etc. Use of wide range of animals and plants products for pharmaceuticals, cosmetics, perfumes and aphrodisiacs, etc. also pose threat of biodiversity. Next topic, biodiversity conservation. The great biodiversity on earth is vital for the existence of mankind also. The reason for conserving biodiversity as follows. First, narrowly utilitarian. Narrowly utilitarian. Human derive countless economic benefits such as food, firewood, fiber, construction materials, industrial products such as tanning, dyes, resins, lubricant, perfumes, etc. More than 25% of medicines are derived from plants and nearly 25,000 species of plants contribute to the traditional medicines. These plants waiting to be explored in the tropical rainforest. Example, morphine used as analgesic extracted from plant Papaver somnifera. Quinine used for malaria extracted from Cinchona. The Taxol used as an anti-cancer drug. The Taxol used as an anti-cancer drug extracted from bark of Taxus brevifolia. All such plant products namely as botanochemicals. Second, broadly utilitarian. Broadly utilitarian. This argument says that biodiversity play a vital role in all ecosystem services. This argument says that biodiversity play a vital role in all ecosystem services. Amazon rainforest alone produce 20% of the total oxygen in the atmosphere through photosynthesis. Next, pollination. Without pollination, plants cannot give us fruits and seeds. Bees, birds, bats, etc. pollinating agents. The aesthetic and natural benefits. These include ecotourism, bird watching, wildlife, pet keeping, gardening, etc. Tulsi, Osima sanctum, peepal, that is Ficus religiosa, etc. are considered sacred trees. used for religious purpose. Natural scenery and sound of birds also give pleasure. Third, ethical argument. Ethical argument. This says that we have a moral responsibility to take care of earth biodiversity such as millions of plants, animals, microbes, etc. with whom we share this planet. Each and every species on the earth has its own intrinsic value. Next topic, how do we conserve biodiversity? Next heading, how do we conserve biodiversity? The ecosystem changed by natural as well as man-made disturbances should take necessary steps to conserve biodiversity effectively and efficiently to prevent further destruction of habitat. The ecosystem changed by natural as well as man-made disturbances should take necessary steps to conserve biodiversity effectively and efficiently to prevent further distribution of habitat. Example, we have to save entire forest to save the tiger. Next, conservation of biodiversity done by two ways. Two ways of conservation. First, in situ conservation. Two ways of biodiversity conservation are there. First, in situ conservation. What is in situ conservation? The conservation of genetic resources through their maintenance within the natural or even human-made ecosystem in which they occur is called in situ conservation. The conservation of genetic resources through their maintenance within natural or even human-made ecosystem in which they occur is called in situ conservation. There are protected areas. The areas of land or sea which are meant for the protection and maintenance of biodiversity are called protected areas. Example, natural or national parks, sanctuaries, biosphere reserves, cultural landscapes, natural monuments, hotspots, sacred groves, etc. are the part of protected area. Natural parks, sanctuaries, biosphere reserves, cultural landscapes, natural monuments, hotspots, sacred groves, etc. are included in protected areas. Next, hotspot. Hotspots are the richest and the most threatened reservoir of plant and animal life on earth. Hotspots are the richest and the most threatened reservoirs of plants and animal life on earth. Hotspots are the regions with very high level of species richness and high degree of endemism. Endemism means the species that is confined to that region and not found anywhere else, to protect biodiversity. Now, the number of hotspots in the world is 34. The number of hotspots in the world is 34. The three hotspots of our country are Western Ghats and Sri Lanka, Indo-Burma and Himalayan hotspots. Western Ghats, there are 3 hotspots that occur in India. They are Western Ghats and Sri Lanka, Indo-Burma and Himalaya. Hotspots cover less than 2% of the earth. Hotspots only cover less than 2% of the earth land area. They accommodate extremely high number of species. They also reduce the ongoing mass extinction by almost 30%. Next, biosphere reserves. Biosphere reserves. There are protected areas of land or coastal environments to conserve the ecosystem and the genetic resources contained therein. The concept of biosphere reserve was launched by UNESCO. The concept of biosphere reserve was launched by UNESCO in 1975 under its MAP, the Biosphere Program. India has 14 biosphere reserves. India has 14 biosphere reserves. Natural parks. The national parks is an area which is strictly reserved for the welfare of the wildlife. The national park is an area which is strictly reserved for the welfare of the wildlife, where activities such as cultivation, grazing, etc. are strictly prohibited. Private ownership rights and habitat manipulation are also not permitted there. India has 90 national parks. India has 90 national parks. Wildlife sanctuaries. The area in which protection is given only to animal is called a sanctuary. The wildlife sanctuary. The area in which protection is given only to animals called sanctuary. Private ownership rights are allowed as long as they do not interfere with the well-being of the animal. Private ownership rights are allowed. India has 448 sanctuaries. Next, sacred groves. That means forests. Sacred groves. These are forest patches protected by several tribal communities and religious groups. These are the forest patches protected by several tribal communities and religious groups due to religious sanctity to forest. In Kerala it is called sacred groves. In Kerala it is known as sacred groves. Forests, these such forests are known as sacred groves. Sacred groves are found in Kashi and Meghalaya. Aravalli Hills of Rajasthan. Western Ghat regions of Karnataka and Maharashtra and Sarguja. Next term, ex situ conservation. We already discussed about in situ conservation. Now next, ex situ conservation. The conservation outside their inhabitants by perpetuating sample population in genetic resources centers, zoos, botanical gardens, wildlife safari parks, gene banks, etc. are known as ex situ conservation. The conservation outside their habitat, there means plants and animals. The conservation outside their habitat is known as ex situ conservation. Examples: zoos, botanical gardens, wildlife safari parks, gene banks, etc. are known as ex situ conservation. There are many animals that have become extinct in the wild but continue to be maintained in the zoological parks. Next term, cryopreservation. It is one of the ex situ conservation method. Cryopreservation is one of the ex situ conservation method. The storage of material at a very low temperature, either by rapid cooling or by gradual cooling, and simultaneous dehydration at a low temperature is known as cryopreservation. The storage of materials at a very low temperature, either by rapid cooling or by gradual cooling and simultaneous dehydration at a low temperature is known as cryopreservation. The cryopreservation is done at the temperature of minus 196 degrees centigrade in liquid nitrogen. Cryopreservation done at the temperature of minus 196 degrees centigrade in liquid nitrogen. Gametes of threatened species, male and female gametes of threatened species can be preserved in viable, that means active form, and fertile form by this method. There are about 1500 botanical gardens in the world conserving about 80,000 species. Nearly about 300 species of mammals, birds, reptiles and amphibians are conserved in zoos. Gene banks preserve valuable plant materials which are likely to become extinct. The historic convention in biological diversity, the Earth Summit held at Rio de Janeiro in 1992, called up on the necessity or necessary steps for conservation of biodiversity. The World Summit on Sustainable Development held in 2002 in Johannesburg, South Africa, 190 countries took pledge that we achieve a significant reduction in biodiversity loss by 2010. There are some important days. 21st March, World Forest Day. 5th June, World Environmental Day. 3rd October, World Animal Day. 4th October, World Habitat Day. 3rd December, World Conservation Day. The full form of IUCN is International Union for Conservation and Natural Resources. WWF, World Wildlife Fund. IBWL, Indian Board of Wildlife. BRP, Biosphere Reserve Program. Now we complete this lesson. If you like this lesson, please like, share and subscribe. You can utilize the notes also for your exam purpose.